Kal Halayim La Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bahasham Makakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders. Peace, blessing, mercy, and salutation to all the brotherhood out there teaching the truth and sincerity. In the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. This is Isaiah 55:8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So that's true. And what prompted me to make this video is that my thoughts are weak based on earthly views and physical limitations. Like when I was bench pressing the other day, and I don't know if I can max out any heavier than what I do right now, and I'm doing 160, which isn't it's not heavy. It's not heavy at all. But if you take a look at it in the manner of doing and thoughts of doing, it's nothing. Because bench pressing 200 pounds or whatever isn't going to make me strong. Shit. I remember when I was in MMA, I was barely at 150, and I was whooping 220 pounders up, straight up and down, till I was too fast for him. I remember all those fights. See, but you see how carnal we are? It doesn't matter how big you are. It matters your thought process. You know, how deep you can think. If you can make decisions based on logic and not on emotion, that is when the thinking comes in. And it's important to know that there's someone out there that thinks on a level that is phenomenal. It's basically phenomenal. We can't explain it because phenomenal or phenom is an unexplained natural phenomenon. That's why they call it a phenomenon. So we're thinking checkers or tic-tac-toe, but Yahweh thinks chess. So like, he thinks like that. Like, you know how there's a computer called Deep Blue, and all this fucking computer does is think about chess moves, or it was only made to think chess. Like, it'll beat you within the first 5 moves. It'll already know where you're going. That's fucking hard. As a human being, as a man, I get distracted. Sure, I might be setting you up, but then there's a possibility that I'll forget that setup. You know, the way we play chess, the way Jake plays chess, talking shit. It's just fucking funny. You know, everything we do, we gotta put a little flavor in it. But it is, it's just that, because you see those, and people play chess at different levels. There's this dude, I don't know if he's still the top guy, but his name was Kasparov. Some what's it fucking called? Russian, yeah, there you go. Some Russian dude that, you know, he thinks pretty intense. You know, you make a move and then he already's got you countered 3 moves ahead. And I played this one guy. A Russian guy, online, and the only way I could beat him is if I get in his head. You see, we're easily defeated. We're easily defeated, man. We're so vulnerable to those demons. We're vulnerable to the demons, and we're vulnerable to the physical distractions. Physical distractions. That's dangerous. That's like you're driving down the street going 100 miles an hour, and if you're not focused on that road, there will be an accident, right? Because you're going pretty fast. Your car starts shaking. That's when you need to be in more of a controlled state of mind. So with that thought process, the weak process that we have, we can't even think about our safety while we're doing things. That's funny. That makes me laugh. Like, we don't ever think, let's avoid these accidents. We do think about it, but we don't concentrate enough. We don't meditate on it. We don't sit there and purposely, you know, think thought after thought. It's like if we're having a cap session, right? We're snapping on each other. You don't have no script, man. You don't have a script. Shit. You might make up some stupid ass shit and have everybody fucking laughing. There's no script for that. You know, you just start bagging on your friends, and your friends start bagging on you, and you have a good ass time. You have a good laugh. But the way our master does it is he'll snap on you, and then he'll make you snap on you with what he says, because he thought about it so much that he already knew what to say to get you to say against yourself. Hey man, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai is a badass. Straight up. You know, when we used to spar back in the day, I used to think not so much. I used to think about a couple of moves ahead. Never on a professional level, because I was always waiting for the mistake, right? I never created a mistake, and if I did create it, I missed it, and I would be like, shit, next time he does this, I'm gonna do this. But it wasn't methodical in any way. And then there's fighters that will use their devastating skill. What's that word? I'm looking for a word. Shit, man, I hate this shit. Cunning. Use their cunning. And when they use their cunning, you could tell that they were setting you up. Like, man, I fucking fell for this shit. Like the Diamato Shuffle. Dangerous. But you have to commit. Man, you have to commit to punching that dude and making him believe that you're gonna punch back instead of shuffle all the way around that punch and then put that dude on his ass. Now, Mike Tyson was famous for doing that shit, the Diamato Shuffle. badass move. And you know what makes that? And that move was just used in boxing, man. Boxing. And I know there's other martial artists that were using it like I was. I was using it to kick you in the fucking face. The spirit agreed. But, you know, I only kicked one person, like, with the intent like that one time. And I was so happy. 20 fucking years of hard ass work for one fucking move that didn't even matter. It wasn't even in the cage. It was just inspiring, but I did it, man. I said to myself, this cat's gonna throw a left. I'm gonna parry it, swipe it down, and counter with my own left, but it's gonna be a high kick to the eye. And I seen that kick glide on his arm in my head, and then I did it, and I seen it happen exactly the way I planned it. But it was the time frame from me concocting that move to actually applying that move was like less than a fucking microsecond. Devastating amount of energy produced in a small amount of time. But our master Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, he's had all the time in the world. He made time. He can outthink the thinking machine. That's why, you know, I'ma just get it. I'ma just get it. I think it's 24. It's probably 34. Yep. Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's goings are of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. How can a man then understand his own way? I'm gonna leave it there. Shalom.